The 2010 NFL Draft is in the books. Mark Rogers TV here to run down the quarterback class. And we start with the top. The number one overall pick, Sam Bradford, Oklahoma quarterback, going to the St. Louis Rams. Now, Bradford's got all the measurables. He stands tall in the pocket. He's got pocket presence. He makes all the NFL throws. He's got a strong arm. He's got leadership abilities. He's got character. He went back to Oklahoma when he could have taken NFL money and possibly been the number one overall selection last year. Of course, it may have cost him. He had two serious injuries in the 2009 season. He's still not throwing at 100%. Also, the Rams, a tough franchise to go to at this point, 6-42 over the last 3 years, a horrible offensive line, and the winners of just one game in 2009. Bradford's going to have a very good NFL career, not a great one. Think Chris Chandler, think Kerry Collins. Don't think Peyton Manning or don't think Ryan Leaf. Bradford's going to be a decent, middle-of-the-road, solid starting quarterback in the NFL. I just got a hunch on this one that he's going to be good, not great. The next guy could be good, he could be great. He most likely will be a bust. The 25th overall pick was Tim Tebow by the Denver Broncos. What were they thinking? They're not a step away from the Super Bowl. They're not loaded with talent. They've got holes on defense. They've got skill position issues on offense. They should have went elsewhere, but they went with Tebow. Yes, he's the ultimate winner. He won a Heisman Trophy, almost won two. He won 2 national championships. He's the all-time SEC touchdown leader. The accolades are all over the place. The leadership ability, I think, is a bit overblown, but I'm still impressed with Tebow's ability to lead a football team, get them energized. I understand all that. I know that he's a worker, but he's got the elongated motion. Yes, he's working on that, starting to bring the ball back by his ear. But he cannot make the NFL throws. He's never been able to. I just think it's too much of a mountain to climb, too much of a risk for the Denver Broncos. Tebow's a good risk to take a couple rounds later, but not at number 25 in the first round. The next guy is a good risk. Jimmy Claussen, 48th pick. I've always loved watching him throw the football. Yes, he had excellent receivers. Most importantly, great tutelage under Charlie Weiss at Notre Dame. Jimmy Claussen knows the NFL game. He knows how to run an NFL offense. He had limited success at Notre Dame. Not his fault. He threw 28 touchdowns last year, just 4 picks, even though he lost 18 of 34 starts with the Irish. I think Jimmy Claussen going to Carolina where the pressure's off. They've got a decent starting quarterback in Matt Moore. He's also got a little pressure, though, on the other side with Tony Pike coming in from Cincinnati in the 6th round. But Jimmy Claussen's going to have time to take in the offense. He's got a good head coach, a stable head coach in John Fox, and a good system in Carolina with some decent talent around him from the skill positions. The next pick is an interesting one. Colt McCoy, much celebrated at Texas, goes to the Cleveland Browns. Colt McCoy, not a first-rounder, second-rounder. With the 85th pick, though, he's a good value pick here. The Cleveland Browns need a quarterback. They didn't get the job done with Brady Quinn. Quinn is ousted to Denver. Colt McCoy, I don't think he's exceptional dynamic, but he's mobile, he's savvy, he's a good kid. I don't know if he's a great leader. He made bad mistakes in some pivotal games for Texas, even though he led them to the national championship game in 2009. He threw 45 picks in a passing league in which just about everybody throws for 70%. And double touchdowns than interceptions. Again, 45 picks in the Big 12 is a bit alarming. His decision-making a bit questionable at times. The guy that I like out of this quarterback class as a possible sleeper is Jonathan Crompton out of the University of Tennessee. He threw 27 touchdowns in 2009, really didn't play a lot until his senior season, but you watch this guy play, he doesn't have an exceptional arm or mobility, but he knows how to play the game. He had underskilled guys, relatively speaking, in the SEC with Tennessee. Not a lot of speed, athleticism on the flanks at wide receiver, but he made it happen and got the Vols to a bowl game against Virginia Tech last year. So Jonathan Crompton, the sleeper out of the University of Tennessee, going to the Chargers. There you have it, the quarterback class in 2009. We will look down the road about 5 years from now and see how it all panned out. I'm looking at the NFL Draft, Mark Rogers TV.